Hey there, tech enthusiasts and code wizards. Ever wonder who's the mastermind behind the software that keeps your favorite apps running smoother than a cat video compilation? No, it's not the coffee machine, though that does play a crucial role. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the unsung heroes of the software world, the architects. And no, they don't wear hard hats or ask you about open floor plans. You've probably heard whispers around the office like, the architect will handle it, or let me run this by our architect. Sounds fancy, right? Do they just sketch out some diagrams, sip on artisanal coffee, and call it a day? Or are they secretly plotting world domination through perfectly structured code? Spoiler alert, it's a bit of both. Some folks say software architecture is an art, like painting the Mona Lisa, but with code. Others argue it's a craft, much like woodworking, but with fewer splinters. Personally, I think it's like cooking. You have your ingredients, that's code, your recipe, the design patterns, and the chef, the architect, who knows how to bring it all together into a delicious app souffle that doesn't collapse when users poke at it. Even Facebook gets in on the debate, often referring to the craft of software in their job descriptions. Pragmatic, but with room for a dash of creativity. Let's consult the oracle. According to them, a software architect is a software engineer responsible for high-level design choices related to overall system structure and behavior. Sounds like the Gandalf of the coding realm, right? Without adhering to the coding standards. But wait, Microsoft has their own take. They say software architect is a professional who designs and oversees holistic software solutions by thinking in terms of components and their interactions, balancing functional and non-functional requirements, and aligning technology implementation with business needs. In other words, the architect is the ship's captain, steering through stormy seas of code and tight deadlines, responsible for the voyage's success or failure. Architects come in various flavors. Enterprise architect. They're like city planners, but for the entire organization's tech ecosystem. They're thinking big picture, like galaxy brain big. Solution architect. Imagine a puzzle master who figures out how different pieces, systems, fit together to form the big picture. Application architect. They're the specialists focusing on a single application, ensuring it's the best version of itself, like a personal trainer, but for apps. Domain architect. These are the gurus of specific technologies or domains. Think of them as the Yodas of their particular tech stack. In large companies, you might also find infrastructure or data architects. So, what does an architect actually do? Let's break it down. Interpreter, extraordinaire. They translate business requirements into technical specifications. Think of them as the universal translator from corporate speak to developer jargon. Design guru, providing concepts and design documents that the team can actually understand and use. No hieroglyphics here. Tech trendsetter. They stay on top of the latest technologies, recommending tools and platforms that'll give us that edge, like knowing which superhero joins the Avengers next. Solution builder. They don't just plan, they roll up their sleeves and get into the nitty-gritty of designing and developing solutions. Cross-team collaborator. Working with different departments to ensure everything integrates seamlessly, like making sure all the instruments in an orchestra are in tune. Maintenance maven. From squashing bugs to optimizing performance, they're on it faster than you can say, why isn't this working? An architect's involvement isn't a cameo appearance. It's a starring role from start to finish. They participate in requirements gathering. Yes, those thrilling meetings where everyone debates the definition of user-friendly, develop test plans, dive into code reviews, and even present solutions to the business side. They're the glue holding the project together, ensuring no one accidentally builds a feature that was definitely not in the scope. Now let's talk about the unsung heroes of project requirements, the non-functional ones. If the customer doesn't specify them, and let's be honest, they often don't, the architect steps in. They use this magical thing called common sense, rare in the wild, and experience to define them. It's like building a car and deciding on your own that brakes might be a good idea. They assess potential risks and ensure aspects like performance, security, and scalability aren't just afterthoughts. And when the customer asks why these things are necessary, the architect calmly explains, possibly with charts and maybe an interpretive dance if that's what it takes. So, to sum it all up, architects are the Swiss Army knives of the software world. They wear many hats, sometimes all at once, and are crucial for bridging the gap between lofty business goals and the gritty realities of code. Next time you're cursing at a glitchy app or marveling at a seamless user experience, remember there's probably an architect behind the scenes, sipping their umpteenth cup of coffee, making it all possible. Have you worked with an architect who changed the game? Or are you an architect with war stories and battle scars? Drop your tales in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into the wild world of tech.